Hello and welcome to my channel Out on a Wander. Today's video is all about the River-God Tyne. When Somerset House in London was rebuilt in 1786, the architect Sir William Chambers adorned the front of the building with 9 keystones, each representing a different river. From left to right, these were the Severn, the Mersey, the Tweed, the Thames, the Ocean, the Medway, the Humber, the Tyne, and finally the Dee. Sir William Chambers, who was the architectural advisor to King George III and a founder member of the Royal Academy, tasked out the carvings of the keystones to 2 Royal Academicians, 5 by Joseph Wilton and 4, including the Tyne, to Agostino Carlini. Some of the keystones have signs hidden in their design, such as the River Medway, which has the prow of a ship carved into the crown, which represents the river's links to the production of Royal Navy warships at that time. Initially, while researching the keystones, I ran into a dead end, as I quickly discovered that none of the other rivers appeared to have adopted their carvings. I shelved this project for a while until I came across a panoramic photograph of the keystones, taken by Christopher Kimble. I will post a link to Christopher's Flickr page in the comments below. Christopher supplied copies of each of the keystones, and his Flickr page also contained details of a book published in 1905, called Somerset House Past and Present. This is where the tale takes another twist, as the book misidentified the order of some of the keystones, which made linking each keystone to the correct river a bit of a puzzle. All through my research, I regularly came across the same statement, that Somerset House keystones represent particular rivers. However, this does not appear to be the case with the River-God Tyne, as it does not match the design seen along the river. I am unsure when this drawing was made, and it could easily be the original design for the River-God Tyne. Oddly, it appears to be an amalgam of several of the other keystones, along with embellishments unique to the Tyne. The River-God Tyne appears to have retained the fish crown, but has taken the beard and nose from the Medway, along with adding a basket of coals and a pick and shovel. These would have represented the industries along the Tyne during that period. This version of the River God first appeared in the book titled Brand's History of Newcastle upon Tyne, first published in 1789, and the image was used as the frontispiece in the book. John Brand was a Fellow of the Society of Antiquaries and for 22 years the resident secretary, so it can be assumed that from this connection he came to know Sir William Chambers, and that it was Sir William Chambers himself who provided the original design of the River God to Brand. And it is this version of the River God that can be found along the River Tyne. I will try to list as many as I possibly can, but I'm sure there'll be some I've missed. So starting in Wall's End is the stained glass window, which can be found in the old council offices, just off the High Street. And just along the road, in the Wall's End Masonic Lodge, we have the banner for the Tyne Lodge number 991, which has the image of the River-God Tyne clearly embedded in its design. Next on the list is the Old Fish Market on Newcastle Quayside. Sited above the doorway on the riverside entrance, looking out over the river, is the carving of the River-God Tyne. Continuing down the quayside to the Copthorne Hotel, we have a brass plaque mounted next to the riverside exit. and this is by the Institution of Civil Engineering. And from here, we will have to head up to Newcastle city centre to the central station, where you will find a River-God Tyne keystone tucked away in one of its arches. A short distance down the road from the station is the Miners' Hall with its ornately carved River-God Tyne, and I find this one to be the most accurate representation of the original drawing. We now have to head over to Northumberland Street, and fixed to the side of Eldon Square is the remains of the old Newcastle Town Hall. And originally this River-God Tyne appears to have been mounted on the big market side of the building. And a short walk across Northumberland Street and we're into the Central Library, where mounted above the stairs is another wooden carving of the River-God Tyne. From here, we will have to walk up to the Civic Centre, where we will find a modern interpretation of the River-God Tyne, this time in the form of a 1968 sculpture by the late David Wynne. Leaning over the side of Newcastle Civic Centre is a giant bearded figure with water running from his outstretched hand. Dramatically posed, this River-God Tyne is impressive in its size and scale, and has even been a backdrop to a visit by the 39th US President, Jimmy Carter. And the last River-God Tyne is located at the Tyne Amateur Rowing Club in Newburn. This sculpture was retained from outside the building, following recent building work, and is also in the club logo. So as you can see, this River God was truly embraced by the people living along the River Tyne, and it now holds an iconic status along its course. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all the next video.